Hello and welcome. Please subscribe. What a weekend of rugby. Six Nations rugby.
Yeah.
What a weekend it's been.
I thought it was going to be another upset. There were two upsets yesterday, and then I thought it was going to be another upset now. But not.
Alas for the Welsh.
Let's start at the beginning.
The beginning is Italy-Scotland.
Yes.
Happy for the Italians.
Very happy for the Italians.
Yes.
I mean, Scotland, they are everyone's like second or third favorite team.
Yes.
But to see Negri crying and...
Yeah, because we watched that show.
Yeah.
Full contact.
And
he's from Zimbabwe and he had a bit of a tough time.
Yeah. Seeing them beat Scotland, it's a very, very good team.
Yeah. No, they're a team in a very good space.
Yeah.
And interesting that the two form teams actually lost.
Yes.
In the tournament, because France also, even though they won now, they're not in great form.
But the Italians have been threatening this competition.
Yeah, you really like the inside centre. You said
that guy broke so many tackles.
Yeah.
And I mean that Australian wing, Lynach.
Lynach,
on debut, he looked good and he scored a try.
Yeah.
And I thought
it's a high-scoring game, entertaining rugby, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like Italy looks like they can maybe they never. I feel bad to say this, but they're never going to be in top 3.
No.
But the last couple of years they've been below where they should be.
Yes.
And I think they are now going to start playing well, especially if you consider their under-20 team. I didn't see what happened this weekend with the under-20 team, but the last 2 years they've had some good under-20 players coming through.
And stick with Gonzalo Quesada. He must be doing something right.
Yeah. And it was nice to see the fly-off sort of righting the wrongs of the game in Paris. I can't remember where it was.
It wasn't against France. Against France. I think Lille or somewhere.
Wherever.
Yeah. We don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, so don't quote us.
Europe is one country.
Okay. Really impressive. What did Scotland do wrong, really?
What did Scotland do wrong? They sort of
just couldn't match the intensity, really.
Of the Italians. But it's hard to think what they did. What did they do wrong?
Yeah,
a bit of a thunderstorm there. That's
what you're hearing. Yeah, no, not really high-scoring games. So they kept themselves in the game all the time. I just think Italy just needed this so badly after the draw against France.
Yeah,
they just needed some sort of victory. You could see all the emotion afterwards and everything.
I think their attack is really good.
It is, and it's
the
not
timing
just
of their passes to put people into space. And people running onto the ball at pace. It's impressive.
And it's structured and it's well drilled and well coached.
If we had an attack like that, I'd be happy with it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so well done. Kudos to them.
Yeah,
happy for them.
Condolences to Scotland.
Yeah.
They're middle of the log.
Yeah.
They're just never going to kick on. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a game they wanted to put some pressure on Ireland to actually try and win the Tri-Nations.
Yeah.
This is a huge blow for Scotland.
It's actually an interesting... There are a few permutations that do now arise. Before it was like only Ireland.
Yes.
If Scotland had won this game, then like 3 teams, Scotland, England and Ireland would be in the running going into the final, even if it is mathematical.
Yes, and bonus points and all sorts of things, and denying bonus points and
unicorns and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay, so next one.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of press banter. I think it was Sam Warburton.
Great banter.
Who said that Ireland should be the world number 1 team.
Well, we haven't beaten Ireland.
That is true. They're coming here.
Since like 2016.
Yeah, they're coming here. But sometimes it's better not to say too much when you haven't won the Grand Slam yet. And it's always funny when there was a lot of press about the Grand Slam. They haven't won it yet.
Yeah.
And now they're not going to.
What is it, the back-to-back or whatever? They won it last year.
Yes.
They got it last year.
Yeah, so there was a lot made about winning 11 games in a row and this and that in the Six Nations. And sometimes too much press is not a good thing.
Yeah. What's interesting though is, wasn't it like last time around when England was like on a crazy streak.
Yeah.
That the Irish, I remember CJ Thunder playing that day.
Yeah.
The Irish turned them over as well.
Yes. Yeah, so I mean, also the same as with Scotland. I don't think it's that Ireland really played that badly.
I thought they were very good.
I just think England, the change for England for me was that they were able to maintain that intensity throughout the game for the whole 80 minutes.
Yeah.
And they just managed to keep themselves in the game. And a couple of weird decisions right at the end, kicking by both scrum halves, Danny Kerr and Conor Murray.
Put out a very poor
clearance. Kick the ball.
Which isn't like him because he can clear well from the base of the
maybe it would have been better to keep the ball in hand and then kicking it away again and giving it back to England again. And then it was just a matter of England holding on to the ball and getting the advantage. And then Smith went for the drop goal and winning the game 22 after a James Lowe try. But great scenes for them.
Tries, actually.
2 tries by James Lowe.
Very good tries.
Yeah, great tries. I mean, Fairbanks scored a great try for England as well.
It was actually quite an
entertaining game.
An expansive game. If you think about the English
both
tries,
games.
Yes, you must say two players that stood out. George Ford stood out for the wrong reasons. I thought he had a terrible game. And then Ben Earls. Yes.
Ben Earl,
sorry.
Yeah, Ben Earl was really, really
Singular,
good.
Not plural.
Really good. Yeah. Breaks tackles, low center of gravity, fast and powerful and like the finish close to the line. It was a clever finish. He sort of went around the player and stretched.
Very good.
And he had a great game. He's a
like
proper talent. Yeah. And those the big centers, Lawrence and they look good. Yeah, and the Mitchell scrum, he looks good. Something might click after this. Who knows? I mean, English rugby has a big pool of players. Yeah,
it's actually funny, like how we think they're terrible now because they lost to Fiji. That's I mean, fair enough. But otherwise, they had a record loss to France as well. But otherwise, I could keep going all day like that. But what I mean is, they're third in the World Cup, even if the draw was in their favour.
Yes,
and they lost to Scotland, but otherwise they're playing okay.
Yeah,
they're not. Yeah, everyone even myself, I've been like England is terrible now. Meanwhile, to be serious and realistic, they're not that bad.
Yeah.
So if that's their bottom,
they beat a very, very good Irish team who on the day
maybe
I think
one
just
of the greats,
made a few too many errors. They need to build a lot of phases for Ireland's game plan to really click.
One thing I would like to hear from the Irish fans is what they thought of the ref. Like we just assume, so it's hard for me to watch
as neutrals
objectively to watch Mr. what's his name,
Amashukeli.
I always assume he's wrong.
So
the whole game I'm like,
I saw a few things. I saw a penalty advantage for not rolling away where there was really no impact and the player rolled away very, very quickly. And one or two things I thought, like it always is with him. Sorry, but we just don't think he's very good. So there might be things coming out. We'll read the social media. We'll see the stuff this week. One or two things possibly.
I'd be interested because I couldn't see those issues that clearly.
But I mean, Tyke Byrne knocking the ball on through a half gap and those sort of things. You sort of haven't been seeing that from Ireland really.
It was a big game though. Like it looked like it was pretty packed Twickenham. They're on the record. I mean, we saw the All Blacks how many times when they were on like game streak.
It always puts you under a bit of pressure.
18, then they have to play the Springboks at Ellis Park.
Adds a bit of extra pressure.
What worries me now is I was kind of hoping that they would continue their winning streak so that they're like overconfident going into the game against the Springboks. And now they're going to be sharp.
That's going to be big. It's going to be big. Any case, France-Wales. Wales played very well for
initially
40 minutes, for one half basically, maybe 50 minutes. And then Like that, like it's sort of summarized by a guy coming on who they said had played 2 hours of professional rugby in his life, playing hooker for Wales.
Hooker. So playing wing.
Yeah.
You know.
So huge lack of experience, a lack of depth. They can't maintain that level. I mean, Rio Dyer scored a great try, a few really good tries by scrum half Williams as well. Sort of ding dong game, as all the games have been this weekend. Try, and then they just couldn't maintain that level. When the substitutes came on, it just sort of France just completely took over. Yeah. So they just have more depth. It was 45-24 in the end, no?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Ramos playing fly-off.
Ramos playing 5. I think they said they made a whole bunch of changes. Can't remember the exact number now.
It was very changed up.
But huge guys.
Wooden spoon guys, you know.
No,
especially with the Italians busy. Although now maybe with France winning that game with a bonus point, don't know what happens to the Italians then.
I'm not sure, but it's going to take them a while to rebuild to anything, I think. Wales.
Yeah.
Good confidence booster for France. We were talking about Dupont playing sevens. It's extremely weird to see him.
Why is he doing that? What is
play sevens?
Don't tell, and please, don't answer and say because of the Olympics.
Yeah. Does he need to play now for the Olympics?
Who cares?
The best rugby player in the world surely can just walk into a sevens team and play. He doesn't need to play a few tournaments to get to know the game.
When is the Olympics? Is it this year?
I think so. Yeah, it must be. Where are we now? It's only March. So it must be this year.
Like in June. When is summer in Europe? I don't know.
Let's not ask questions which we don't know the answers to.
Summer in Europe.
I know that. Yes. But I don't know when the Olympics.
When is it?
It's in June.
Oh, do they have summer there? Okay, cool.
Oh my word. No, that's weird. I mean, he can really make a difference to just leadership-wise, and must be strange for them as well seeing him play sevens. Tells you that something's odd. In any case, good win. Great weekend of rugby.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Like we said, there are still permutations now.
Yes.
England, can you believe it? England, there is a mathematical chance of England winning the Six Nations after the press just destroyed them, their own press, not everyone else's.
Yeah.
Destroying them. But
it's going to be a very interesting weekend next weekend.
Yeah, I can't see the Irish doing anything but absolutely smashing Scotland.
So Wales, Italy, Ireland, Scotland, and France, England.
France, England. There's a little bit of a thing to prove for the English after last year's drubbing at Twickenham.
Yeah, it's in France. Yes, if they can win there, then it will be big for them. Obviously, the game of the weekend will be Ireland, Scotland.
What did you say? Is it Italy, Wales?
Yes. So that's like a wooden spoon game.
I think Italy. Where are they playing?
In Wales.
That's tougher, obviously, but.
Great. It's 3 great fixtures because they all mean something.
Yeah, they mean something.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic.
Cheers.
Cheers.